Good afternoon. Today is Tuesday, March 10th. Welcome to Album a Day Online. My name is Daryl Bianco. I want to send apologies first to Weezer. I said a few days ago that we would be reviewing their latest record, Everything Will Be Alright in the End. I didn't get a chance to get to them. Weezer, I'm going to have to bump you. We'll see you shortly. Today, we're going to be reviewing the latest release from the Devin Townsend project and Devin Townsend himself, the Z2 collection. Z2 is made up of two albums, the continuation of the stories of Ziltoid the Omniscient. So this would be the sequel to 2006's Ziltoid the Omniscient, entitled Dark Matters. And the other album in the collection is a Devin Townsend project album, which is now their sixth album together. Well, essentially a sixth album, entitled Sky Blue. So, who is Ziltoid? Ziltoid is this guy here. He is an alien from the fourth dimension, and he is out searching for a power source to save his home planet of Ziltoid. And he discovers the ultimate power source in the universe is on Earth, and that is coffee. So, he sets out to implant himself amongst us humans here on Earth, and make himself a rock and roll god, so that he will be able to steal our coffee underneath our noses undetected. On the way to Earth, however, he pisses off an alien warlord princess by stealing one of her children to become one of his pets, and she ends up deciding to take the coffee for herself, and ends up attacking Earth in the day the Earth stood still type of War of the Worlds type of set piece type of action drama, and it unfolds all in front of us to the soundtrack of heavy metal music. So, as you can tell, it's a ridiculous story. Devin has admitted as much himself. He's a very creative man. He's very prolific. He wasn't going to try too hard on making the plots make too much sense. And let's face it, when you've got screaming guitar solos and a vocal range like his, and performances that are as great from his band and guests as they are, you don't need a great plot. A lot of Broadway musicals have terrible plots just so they can show off singing abilities and some musical abilities. Lloyd Webber. So, there are 3 discs in this wonderful collection, the Z2 collection. Like I said, you get the Devin Townsend Project band, and you get the band he put together to do the Dark Matters record, which is the continuation of Ziltoid. The third disc on this collection is the Ziltoid Dark Matters record without the narrative, without the plot points, without the actors. It is a nice juxtaposition from the original Dark Matters record in its full musical form. Doesn't necessarily follow as a great record without the narrative. It's a nice juxtaposition, like I said, but and it's a nice little bonus disc if you really hate the acting. But I don't think the music on Dark Matters necessarily holds up to being taken outside of the musical realm. So, however, the Devin Townsend Project Sky Blue portion of this collection is very much in keeping with previous albums like Addicted, and it is very good. It's not rewriting the formula, which Devin is quite famous for doing. It's very rare that one record will sound the same as another, never mind one record sound the same as the one previous. He's been making solo records since 2006 now, with Infinity being his first record, and then he decided to do something completely different. He put together a proper heavy metal hard rock record with his Ocean Machine in 1997. Did I say that Infinity came out in 2006? I meant 1996. Excuse me. I still forget that I'm not living in the 90s anymore. Even though you can see I'm still wearing a shirt that I bought in 1998. Tangent. So, Sky Blue, in another 3 years, Devin will have been, well, another year technically, Devin will have been making music under his own name for 20 years. And I think if he puts out a call for fans and critics to name their top 20 songs from his oeuvre, from his the pantheon of his music that's available out there, and name, say, the top 5 records. I don't think Dark Matters or Sky Blue are going to rank by many people as having songs or being albums in the top 5 or the top 20, say 10 or 20 songs of his output. Again, which is not to say that the music is bad. It's just not necessarily any groundbreaking or really setting itself apart from work that he's done in the past. If you are unfamiliar with Devin's work, I would very, very strongly recommend picking up the Ocean Machine record. That is an extremely good introduction to the music that he makes. And I would also recommend the Accelerated Evolution if you're looking for something that's just a little bit heavier in your musical tastes. And then moving on to Addicted if you're looking for heavy but more of a pop metal song structure. It's hard to describe. And that's the wonderful thing about Devin Townsend. His music is hard to describe. It's loud, and then he puts out an album of ambient nature sounding music just because he can, which was really, really good. So, the Devin Townsend Project and Devin Townsend Z2 collection, the second part of the Ziltoid the Omniscient series, including a bonus disc of songs called Sky Blue by the Devin Townsend Project proper. I'm going to give it the devil horns up because it is definitely very metal. Although, again, I recommend you going over to Devin's YouTube page, checking out any number of songs that he has posted. He's an extremely talented musician, and he does his fellow Canadians and his fellow Vancouverites very, very proud, and certainly is a boon to the heavy metal community worldwide. The world. My name is Daryl Bianco. I've been your critic today. Go out there and listen to some new music.